If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with your Monday Fanatics Weekly number 145 auction recap. Today, three order of business that need to be discussed today. First and foremost, let me screen share with you guys and just kind of show you something that I am extremely proud of and extremely excited about. I hit 10,000 subscribers. So I very heartfelt and I am very flattered, and a big thank you to everybody out there who has taken the time to watch any of my stuff in the 2.5 years that I've been doing this and hit that subscribe button. I truly appreciate you guys. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the monetary support. I appreciate the moral support, the oral support. That sounded bad. The moral support. Let's stick with moral support. So thank you guys for helping me hit the $10,000 number. The second order of business is that we're going to be sharing card ladder data today. And for those of you that aren't familiar with card ladder, that's my data pricing tool of choice. They are integral in how I move in and out of basketball cards in this hobby as both a collector and an investor. If you guys are interested, it is extremely affordable. Go to cardladder.com. Sign up for a card ladder subscription. They'll just draft it from your account, so you don't have to write checks and all that crap, but it is absolutely worth it. If you do, make sure you tell them that Cajun Cardboard sent you by using the promo code. Guess what it is? It's pretty easy to remember. The promo code is Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, all capital letters, just like it is everywhere else. So if you're considering subscribing to Card Ladder like I do and you like the way they do things, Cajun is your promo code at the checkout line, on the checkout screen. So remember that. And then the last order of business is, don't forget today. I know we're talking about an election coming up. Well, this is way bigger than the POTUS election, the President of the United States election. This is the Back to Basics Michael Jordan project that is ongoing on the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. If you want to know more about it, just go to playlists and click Back to Basics. The hobby is, over the next 6 or 7 weeks, going to determine the greatest 1990s Michael Jordan base basketball card of all time. Don't forget, you vote today, Monday through Wednesday. Voting is open for the Tar Heels bracket. We have our next 8 matchups. Go check out that playlist as well on the channel. It's called Back to Basics. Go get your votes in today. If you want to know how to do it, you can pause this video and go do it. Or after this video, hit the community tab on my YouTube channel and you will see the 8 voting matchup options. Remember, that is not open until today at 9 a.m. All 8 voting polls open. You're going to pick the 8 cards that you like the most out of the 16 cards that are matched up. All right, let's get cranking here. We do have Fanatics Weekly. We're going to look at the top 48 cards as we always do. We got a BGS 8 Jordan doing 4,800. Again, that's the second week in a row. We're going to see a Luka Doncic non-rookie gold prism sell for what I think is a small number. Again, historically, this guy ain't going anywhere. He is going to be one of the greatest of all time. 4,920 for this 2021 image of Luka shooting what looks to be a patented fadeaway spin, probably a spin fade. I can't tell who that is defending him. But that's Luka. Gold, true gold, flat gold, the gold that everybody really wants. Serial number to 10, PSA 9 does 49.20. And then right next to that, the first card we're going to look up in the aforementioned card ladder is the 1992 Fleer Team Leader, old label. This is a PSA 10. It did 51.60. There's your card right there. You got Will Perdue. You got Stacey King. What else do you want, really, when you got Will Perdue and Stacey King? No wonder Jordan won so many titles. It's a Pop 48. Not that many out there, people. Pop 48. This card comes way down from the last sale. Last sale was 7,500, which I think was, yeah, that was the highest out of the last 13 sales over the last 2 years. This one comes back to earth and does 51.60 last night. So maybe we're seeing a little bit of trepidation, a little bit of concern, a little bit of pause with the Jordan PSA 10 prices. Hang on to that. Let's keep checking the PSA 10 Jordans as we go through the video, and we'll see if maybe there's going to be a little bit of a reset, a little bit of a comeback to earth on those PSA 10 Jordans. We've got a CGC authenticated Raw 2008 Upper Deck Black Commemorative, serial number to the arbitrary 19. Michael Jordan, Silver Sharpie autograph, 5280 for that one right there. It's a good looking card right there. And then next to it, the first of many cards that I did not win. I actually did win 2 cards last night. I was very excited and very proud of. One of them, I guess, just missed the top 48, so I don't get to talk about myself on this top 48 video. But I did win 2 cards last night, 2 hierarchy cards. Very excited about that. This was one that I tried to win, but I got blown out of the water. I wasn't really even close. This is a Michael Jordan hierarchy card, indeed, in Tier 4. A 1998 Stadium Club, one of a kind. These were serial number to 150, card number 62, PSA 9. That's a Pop 12 card. It did 5280 last night. What about this Kobe Draft Redemptions right here from 1996 Topps? This is a Kobe rookie card, although it is an insert rookie card. This DP13 PSA 10 did $5,400 last night, which is about right on the number. You're going to have to trust me on that. That was not wildly up or wildly down. Another BGS 8 Jordan. This just goes to show you not all BGS 8s are the same. In fact, this one's got a terrible top right corner, but the centering is immaculate. So 9.5 centering in just an awful top right corner. This BGS 8 does $5,400. The LeBron autograph 8 10 serial number to 750 from 2003 SPX. That is a rookie, does $5,520. And then the Jordan PSA 7 with a PWCC old school 15% eye appeal sticker does $5,520 right there. Moving along, we've got Paolo Banchero right here. We've seen some big Paolo stuff selling lately, especially in the Fanatics Premier auction recap that I just did last Friday. This 2022 flawless horizontal patch Paolo RPA, serial number to only 25, is a Gem Mint 10, no grade for the autograph. This is a Pop 1, and it does $5,640. And then next to it, we've got a retro Fleer EX Central Credentials now. Michael Jordan, serial number to only 38 in his Wizards uniform. Why is Mark Jackson always the one that's getting abused? He is like the Jason Terry of his time. Mark Jackson was also the recipient of Tom Chambers' famous knees to the chest dunk, where he was like 9 feet above the rim and dunked it with 2 hands on Mark Jackson. But this 2001 Essential Credentials, serial number to 38, Jordan, BGS 8.5, does $5,640. And then let's look up the round mound of rebounds. Sir Charles from Leeds, Alabama. Charles Barkley, of course, famous TV personality now. 1986 Fleer PSA 10 rookie card does $5,880. That card right there in all its glory and splendor is a Pop 244 in PSA 10, and it is right on the number. So slow and steady after a wild ride, the 1986 Fleer set and all of those Hall of Fame rookie PSA 10s are starting to sort of settle down a little bit. This card over the last 1 year has sold 22 times. By the way, that's still too many. That is almost 2 a month, and has found a home at $5,880. The average price over the last 22 sales is about $6,500. So $5,500 to $6,500 with the occasional aberration depending on the quality of the card. That's what you're looking at now for Charles Barkley's best rookie card. 2009 Exquisite Collection Jordan. Remember, every single card in the set is numbered, including this jersey, serial number to 25. This BGS 8.5 does $6,000. This 2009 Exquisite Steph autograph. This is the number 72 variation, serial number to 225, BGS 9 does $6,000. Here's a card we'll look up. This is LeBron's 2003 Finest. So this is an interesting card, and let me know what you think about this in the comments, and maybe I'm missing something here. I believe that Finest had the famous white suit card and white suit refractor from 2002, which is considered an XRC or a pre-rookie card by most people because it's not featuring LeBron in his NBA jersey. Well, here is a second-year card, but it's the first Finest card, and it is from his rookie year featuring him in a jersey. So is this a rookie card? Well, Fanatics says yes because they put the word rookie on here, and it is serial numbered to 999. This is just a base card, but it is serial numbered to 999. Of course, there is a refractor and a gold refractor variation, which is a much, much steeper price tag. This base card does $6,000. Is that good or bad? There's the card right there. I think these are great looking cards. I don't own one. It's only a Pop 40 in PSA 10. This card comes way down from the last sale, but the last sale was the highest sale in the last 2 years for this card. So a $6,000 sale last night, not the end of the world, but again, $1,600 less than the last sale. This card, despite the fact that it's gone up, down, is pretty close to a flat line over the last 2 years, down 2.44%. Next row, we have the 1996 Michael Jordan Molten Metal. Again, this is an ugly card. It's an important card. It's a tough pack odds card. It's a valuable card. But even though I am about the most biased Michael Jordan card collector in the world, I think this is one of his uglier cards, to be quite honest with you. Maybe one day I'll do a video on cards that I think are probably the ugliest important Michael Jordan cards. This would be on the list. It's just not a great looking card. It is better in hand, but it's very tough to take a good looking picture of this card. But again, it was that metal motif, right? These were metal. It was metal. It was all about metallic in that 95 and 96 metal. And then, of course, Metal Universe kind of took it to another level, a little more aesthetically inviting and delicious. But 95 96 metal was literally just that metal. So this 96 metal, molten metal, PSA 10 does 6,300. There's the card right there. And again, like, see, that picture's better than the card that we just saw on Fanatics, but still nothing, too delicious. Pop 29, and this card sort of holds its head. So after a wild run over the last 2 years, remember, 4 is not very many sales in the last 2 years. And when you don't have very many sales, you tend to get up into the right graphs, just like this one. 4 sales, average price of $4,300, but the last 2 at $6,300. This is a card, people, that you could have picked up 2 years ago for $1,800. Now it's worth more than 3 times that, up 244%. That's what happens when you don't see a card come to market over and over and over and over. If we look at, wait, did I just say? Okay, so technically, I get to ring the bell. This is the most, is this the most sales all time? Hold on, let's see. I want to ring this bell, damn it. Damn it, I cannot ring this bell. 7,500 was the all-time record back in 2021. So we're pushing back towards that number, and you can see on the graph, that kind of says it all. That jump right there from 2,000 to 7,500, gosh, I guess the world was going through some things back then. What do you think? BGS 8.5, PSA 8, both sell for 6,300. Again, with 86 Fleer 57s, you're buying the card, not the grade. And then we've got a Jordan SP Game Use Silver Parallel, serial number 25, PSA 7, no grade for the autograph here. Does 6,600. Here's a card that I bid on because I think this is a big boy card right here. And I know the world doesn't like Michael Jordan Wizards cards, but I love Topps Pristine. And I remember opening these boxes and I really thought it was novel and unique. This was the first box of cards that I remember having an encased card. It actually came in the little 2-piece, right, with the sticker, and it was encased. Of course, we were, when this first came out, I was Yao Ming chasing, right? And Amari Stoudemire chasing, but Jordan was always never a bad pull, right? 2002 Topps Pristine. This is the gold, serial number 250. PSA 10, pop 9. It did 6,600 last night. And now we've got a hierarchy card that you guys need to, have your attention set to. This is the 97 Fleer Rodman Jordan Game Breakers, PSA 10. It does 6,600 last night. Where is the card? There it is right there. Great looking card. Really interesting texture on this card. There was a 96 Game Breakers with Jordan and Pippen. This is the 97 Game Breakers with Jordan and Rodman. The card last night did 6,600. I want to draw your attention to the pop, guys. It is a pop 22 in PSA 10, and that's where Jordan cards start to do crazy things when that pop is low, 20, 25, 8, 12, 14, whatever, and it doesn't come to market that often. You start to see records set, and you start to see cards kind of push. This is the date sold. The last one sold for 6,600. This one sold for 6,600. The record is 7,200, so this is the third, tied for the third highest price ever for this card. I did go through just to make sure. These are all unique sales, 7,200, 6,600, 6,600. None of those are the same cert number, so none of those are relists. Those are all unique cert PSA 10 cert numbers, and so 3 legitimate sales, 7,200, 6,600, 6,600. And now's a good time to pause and remind you guys, I wish I could go through every single one of these sales. Vet the sales, look at prior sales, look at whether they were paid, look at the condition of the card, look if there was a glaring defect, look who the seller was on eBay, look at what auction house, I would love to do that. I would do that if I was bidding on any of these cards myself, right? I'm not an idiot. Problem is, I'm trying to run you guys through 48 of these cards every week, and it's very hard for me to do that type of inspection, that type of detective work. I need you guys to do that for me. That's what the comments section are for on these videos, is for you guys to say, I was trying to bid on that card, but look, Cajun, I noticed that blank, blank, blank. You guys fill me in because, again, I'm just a messenger here. I'm a conduit of information with the help of Card Ladder. I am not able to dig into the minutia of each one of these sales and tell you why or why not a card did or did not do very well last night on Fanatics Weekly Auction number 145. That's where you guys come in. We got a real low grade PSA 8 Doncic Blue Ice, his best color match in my opinion. It does 6,900 right here. Next to that, we got another Jordan PSA 8, 6,900. And then we'll look up the Rockstars refractor. Of course, it's another Jordan hierarchy card with the great Corliss Williamson from the Arkansas Wings in the background, and a national champion at Arkansas as well, along with Scotty Thurman. And then next to him, you got the great Bobby Jackson, who was a real energetic, good guard off the bench. Bobby Jackson, fun player to watch back in his day. This Rockstars refractor did 7,200. I do have it pulled up. Really good looking card right here. Unlike the molten metal, this is a great looking card. It's a refractor, it's die cut, it's got an awesome name. It's just really cool. Pop 71 on this card. I wanted to show you here the last year. Look what the card's doing, up 88%. This card is on the move, and there is no denying it. I looked at this, I thought about ringing that bell. I was ready to slam my hand down, and then I remembered, you know what? There was a crazy time in the hobby in 2021 where somebody jumped the card from $5,500 and decided, you know what? I'll pay 300% of that price. I'll buy it for $17,000. So there is a Rockstars sale for $17,100 out there. So this is not the all-time record. Of course, there was a couple sales back here around $8,000 as well. But if you do look at the card over the last 2 years, it's up 93%. That's enough data points. That's 25 sales in 2 years. That's more than one a month. Usually when you see a card hit public auction that many times, you won't see a 93% growth rate, but people love the card. People are okay with the Pop 71. There's been a total of, 700, 800 of these, 750, 743 graded, 26% gem rate. It's a pretty, blue collar number right there. So that card is doing really big things right now. It was a really good sale last night for that card. A 9.5 Jordan from his 1985 10 card set. This BGS 9. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the base card. 85 star base number 117. BGS 9.5, which is a rare grade, does 7,200. Next to that, we've got the Hot Shots. So let's check out the Jordan Hot Shots. There's, I think, 119 of these BGS 9.5s. I just couldn't believe how many of these there were. Yeah, 119 BGS 9.5s. That's a lot. I would have guessed 30, 20, something like that. I don't know. 119 is a big number. Nevertheless, over the last 2 years, this card is up 35.8%. Again, nothing crazy to see here. This is about on the number, 7,500. The average sale over the last 2 years is 6,300, but the average sale over the last 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sales is probably right at 7,500, which is what this card did last night. And now we finally get to look at another PSA star card. So this is Jordan's first year. It's card number 195, the gold medalist card. This is a PSA 7, and as expected, and as I've predicted, and as pretty much anybody who's been in the hobby for any amount of time has predicted, this is a card that a month and a half ago was worth $14,000, $13,800, $12,500. As you can see, those are the prices. Last night it sold for $8,000. And so reading you the data here, we're going 14,000, 13,800, 10,800, down, 9,250, 8,100. So the lowest sale price in the since July of 2024. So what goes up must come down, even Michael Jordan, even precious star cards. So the needless, mindless cacophony from the star folks can subside, and we can go back to enjoying the hobby. 2004 SPX winning materials, serial number to 100, BGS 8.5. It's only a 9 autograph. That definitely is going to ding it. Good looking card here with the 2-color patch right there, 8,400. And then here's a card that I like because I remember the Nintendo Game Boy. I never had one, but I played the hell out of Nintendo when I Metroid over Zelda. I was one of the few Metroid over Zelda people. RC Pro-Am was filthy. Zelda, Metroid, of course, Super Mario Brothers, right? I was born in that generation, and if you're in your 30s, then, man, I feel sorry for you because that Nintendo generation was something special. Super Nintendo, it was just amazing. Anyway, this card's reminiscent of a handheld, device, sort of like a Game Boy, kind of. 1996 Skybox Premium, new editions, Kobe Bryant, PSA 10. This one does 8,400. We got to look that up because that is technically a rookie card right here. Good looking card too. That's a Pop 24. Rest in peace, Kobe. No coincidence, Pop 24. Let's leave it there. This card does 8,400. Guys, that's a massive jump. Look at this card. This was a $3,800. You don't see this with Kobe very much recently. This was a $3,800 card in April. That's only 6 months ago. $4,600, $5,000. Jumped way up last night to $8,400. Now, the difference between Kobe and Jordan is some of Jordan's stuff has surpassed 2021. The difference between, Jordan and LeBron is some of Jordan's stuff surpassed 2021, or it's coming back to 2021 prices. Not Kobe. This was a $15,000 card in 2021, a $10,000 card in 2021. But this is the third highest sale ever last night. So great signs, right? A great indication that the Kobe stuff is coming back. And Kobe collectors are just, there's such a huge collector base of Kobe's out there that I think long-term Kobe cards are going to do just fine, despite the fact that's not my pathway, right? What about this Victor Wembanyama Blue Ice? Well, I'm going to have to eat some crow. I'm a told you so guy on the star cards, but right now there's a couple of Victor Wembanyama cards that are defying logic, defying the laws of supply and demand and economics. This 2023 Victor Wembanyama Blue Ice, serial number to 125 PSA 10, last night sold for $9,000. That is actually up. This is a card. Now, it's not the record high. Let's just keep everything in perspective. This was a $13,000, $12,900. $9,000 is the third highest price ever paid for this card last night out of 22 sales. So that does defy logic. This is a card that was, $6,300, $8,100, $6,300, $6,000, $7,500. Last night, it jumps all the way to $9,000. So maybe somebody got excited that Wembanyama had a nice game, or maybe somebody reached a little bit, but I just don't see that card staying above $6,000, $7,000. There's just no way. There's just too many of them. And if you're looking at me and saying 125 Cajun, that's not very many. Yeah, that's not. But there's a million other parallels. Like there's so many other parallels that people will want more than a Blue Ice parallel. I think there's just too much supply, and demand will, if anything, flatten, and supply is only rising. We're still printing Wembanyama rookie cards somehow, even though we're in his second year. 98 Skybox Thunder Super Rave. This is a Super Rave, serial numbered 1 out of 25, and a great looking. I got to click on this. We're not going to look it up because it's so damn rare, but $9,000 for this Tracy McGrady Super Rave. That's a big time, really good looking card right there. Really tough card. The Jordan Super Rave is a humongous card in the hierarchy. Next to that, that does $9,000, by the way. Pop 2, none higher. So 8, best in class right there for T-Mac collectors. Congrats to whoever won that. And of course, he's wearing, one of the greatest NBA jerseys ever made was the cartoon dinosaur. BGS 910 autograph, 2008 Skybox Paraf signatures, Michael Jordan. This card does $9,300. Let's look up this Kobe 2005. Of course, he's wearing those Minneapolis Laker retro uniforms right here. And unfortunately, Paul Pierce is in the picture in the background. This 2005 Kobe Chrome Gold is only serial number to 99. So remember, we're used to in the Prism and the Select era, golds are serial number to 10. Back in the Topps Chrome and Finest era, they were serial numbered to various numbers, right? But predominantly was 50 or 99. This is the 99 year from 2005. This Kobe PSA 10 does $9,300. I feel like I had it pulled up. There it is right there. Again, great looking card. Paul Pierce, you have no business even being in the picture. This is a Pop 12. Pop 12. Shout out to Dwight Howard. Last sold for $5,500. Look at this card. Look what you could have done with this card. This is a $10,800 card back in 2022, and then it went through a massive lull. As we watched, the Kobe cards went down, 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 down. We found a floor, and now people are like, you know what? Kobe was pretty good. I think I'll start buying some of his super rare crap like this Pop 12 Gold Refractor. $6,300, $6,000, $4,800 the card was this year. This is 5 months ago, people. The card was $4,800, then to $5,500, $9,300 last night. That is a massive sale of this Kobe Bryant Gold Refractor PSA 10 last night. Congrats to the seller on that. Congrats to the buyer, too, because I think you're going to be fine long-term on that card for sure. We know with Kobe stuff, and here we can look it up. We know with Kobe stuff, that card has seen much bigger numbers. There you go. $10,800 is the record. And then last night, $9,300. So that's the second highest sale ever for that card of 8 sales. What do we have next? 2003 Signature Edition LeBron. This is the rookie card we see often. $9,300 for that BGS 9.510 auto. Blue Shimmer first off the line. Victor Wembanyama does $10,500. And so this is a weird one, right? Because The blue shimmer is serial number to 35. This blue ice was serial number to 125, so significantly more printed. It did 9,000. I would have thought this shimmer would have done 20,000 if the blue, ice was 9,000, but no, it does 10,500. I like this price. I like the shimmer. I like the shimmer almost as much as the ice. I don't know. Let me know. Are you a shimmer or are you an ice person? Are you an ice or a shimmer person? Let me know in the comments what you guys prefer. I like the shimmer. I think it looks good. It reminds me of the Jordan Row 1, Flair Showcase Legacy card. 1992 Jordan Total D, the first Total D, PSA 10, does $10,800. There's the card right there. These cards, people, listen to me. I've bought raw collection. These cards are so tough to find in good grade because there's 8 black edges, 8 black corners. It's old school paper stock. It's really, really hard to grade. That's why there's only 29 of these in PSA 10, and there's been 1,800 graded between the grading companies. It is a 2.5% gem rate. So again, let's look at the PSA 9 value, about $460. Great card. Great Jordan hierarchy card in PSA 9. Great grade for this particular card. But look at the PSA 10. It jumps from $465 to $10,000. That's 20x. That's more than 20x. Welcome to the world of Michael Jordan card collecting, where PSA 10s rule the day. Here is what a slow and steady up and to the right graph is supposed to look like. This is organic growth, as they say. Over the last 2 years, the card's up 36.36%. With an average sales price of $10,000. Last night's sale was the second highest sale over the last 2 years of $10,800. What is the all-time high for this card? Was it? Yeah. So this is the second highest price ever paid for this card. Damn it, I can't ring that bell. But nevertheless, really good sale last night, substantiated, sort of buffered the last sale. Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's give Victor another chance. This is the 2023 Prism Orange. And so this one, even though it's serial numbered to more than the blue shimmer, I would say historically, orange tells a more of a story in the world of Prism, right? Because oranges have been around for a really long time. Since 2013, I'm pretty sure, right? So double check me on that. I mean, I think they were 60 or something like that. But again, that's kind of out of my wheelhouse. But this Victor Wembanyama Orange has a history. Let's just put it that way. A decade-long history in the Prism world. It's serial number to 49. This PSA 10 did $11,700 last night. I've got it pulled up right there. Folks, look at the gem rate. This is the weird thing about the Victor Wembanyama's. Look at the combined gem rate, 79.55%. You guys got to be kidding me. There's 30 out of the 49 are in PSA 10 slabs, so PSA 10 is the norm. PSA 10 is the expected grade for this particular card. This card last night, that is not last night's sale. Those are 3 sales on alt for some reason. I'm not sure. Last night it sold for $11,700, so I've got something weird in here causing this anomaly. I don't know. I don't know what happened. When I type in, the reason I can't do this is because you pull up, you pull up some different cards. You pull up this draft pick. For whatever reason, this sale was not in here last night, so I'm not sure what the deal is for that. That's not in card ladder right now for whatever reason. Maybe something was misspelled. Wembanyama, Victor. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but $11,700 seems to be a really good sale for that card last night. Actually, it might be is that a record? Where was I? Let's see. There you go. Nope, 13,200 was the record on alt. And then 10,313 also it sold. So not the record. Next to that, we've got a beautiful, this is a card that I put on my Instagram account. It was I just thought a beautiful 2003 Ultimate Collection Signatures, Michael Jordan on card, 9.5, 10 for the autograph. Does $12,000 last night. Next to that, we've got our first appearance of Nikola Jokic, 3-time MVP Nikola Jokic. This is his 2015 Panini Noir. I hate saying that word. Tags, black and white. Patch auto with the Adidas patch in here. Serial number to 2. Pretty cool. 8.5 for the card, 10 for the autograph. This card does $14,400. Big card right there for Nikola Jokic. And by the way, that is his rookie year. So that is a rookie patch auto. Moving along, we're getting there. We're getting near the top, people. We got to look up any 86 Fleer Jordan gem. We're going to look that up. Let's just get that out of the way. Anytime I see a Jordan 86 Fleer gem, and in star for that matter, we're going to look up every star 101. We're going to look up every 86 Fleer gem copy of the Jordan. This is his sticker, and it did 15,600 last night. There's the card right there. What's a card right there? That's a pop 33, guys. There's 33 BGS 9.5 stickers out there. This card comes down from the last sale of 21,000, but just like with the 86 Fleer base, you got to look at subgrades on these cards, and last night's sale was a minimum gem, and unfortunately, the minimum part of that was the centering, which is the most important of the subgrades when it comes to 86 Fleer cards. This card, like we said, did 15,600 last night, right? Yep, 15,600 last night. That is down from the last sale of 21,000, which was the highest sale in the last 2 years. This card's only sold 9 times in the last 2 years, so about once every 3 months, something like that. Sound about right? A little bit more often than that. Up 44%. So that's a pretty interesting deal. Now, at one point, this card sold for $70,000. So somebody's going to be waiting a long time for that card to come back to that number. Let me guess, that was in 2021. Oh, gee, what do you know? First quarter, 2021. All right, moving along. We got, this is what baffles my mind, right? The Topps Mercury, okay? These were $8,000 a box. Imagine how excited you would be if you pulled the superfractor Victor Wembanyama 1 of 1. I say I think there's a bunch of these, a bunch of superfractors, I should say. This is a superfractor 1 of 1 from that product. So this is near the top of all of the cards that you could pull. We're about to see another much bigger Victor Wembanyama card that actually won the auction, so stay tuned for that. But this is a 1 of 1 superfractor, and you're thinking, well, man, I just hit the jackpot. Well, you barely doubled your box, right? So if you got to pull a superfractor to double your box, damn, man, that's some tough sledding right there. I would have thought this card would be worth much more. I don't know anything about Mercury. I just know that there's no Spurs logo on it, and it's weird, and I just, it is one of those deals. 16,800 for this 1-of-1 superfractor. I would have suspected that card would be worth a lot more, but apparently not. Next to that, we got a PSA 9 old label Jordan rookie card, 17.4. We got an Illuminator PSA 10. Anytime an Illuminator PSA 10 sells, we've been ringing that bell, but not last night. This card actually took a step back. I've got it right here. There's your card. This is the T1B Illuminator. Super tough pack odds on this. Over 10,000 pack odds. This card is a pop what? 8. Pop 8. Guys, look, there's only been 69, a sexy 69 graded between PSA and BGS. This is a PSA 10 Pop 8. This card does 18,600. That's actually way down from the last sale. Down about 25%. Actually, down about, 25% from the last sale of 24,600. However, it is up from the 3,900 that the card sold for in 2022. So maybe just a little bit too much too fast, as we like to say, right? So resets at about 18,600 last night. I'd like to know who won that card. Congrats to the buyer. That's a humongous card right there. Tough one to find. I've given up on the Illuminator. I've given up on the whole triumvirate in PSA 10s. I was like, just give me some PSA 9s or BGS 9.5s and let me go about my collecting, because the 10s are crazy numbers right now. 2005 Exquisite Collection Scripted Patch Auto, serial number to 25. Great looking Jordan card here with the autograph on the swatch. That is a 2-color, by the way. That's a pop 4, none higher. Does 19,200. Anything exquisite is hot right now, people. 2005 Topps Chrome LeBron James gold refractor. So we just saw the Kobe throwback Minneapolis Lakers. Now we're seeing the Cleveland Cavaliers throwback gold refractor for LeBron. This is serial number to 99. It is a pop 8. I think we saw the Kobe was a pop 24, or was it a pop 12? I can't remember. This one is serial number to 99. It's a pop 8 for LeBron. It did $20,000 last night, which I was really surprised, because LeBron stuff's been sort of taking a beating, maybe trying to find the floor. That was a huge sale, guys. That is up from the $15,000 sale just 1 month ago, and it's way the hell up from somebody who snatched this thing on eBay on April 2nd. That should have been on April 1st, because that's April's Fools. You picked this thing up for $7,000, and last night it sold for $20,000. That's some quick get-ems right there. That is some quick up-ins from 7,200 to 20,000 in about 6 months, something like that. Does that sound right? Yikes, that's a really big win right there. Again, great looking card. I don't even know who this dude is in the background that played for the Cavs right there. Does anybody know who that is? I think that's Kelvin Cato, unfortunately. I don't know who this light-skinned dude, number 14, is for the Cavs. I don't know. Maybe somebody can chime in and let us know. Moving along, here we go, top row, and believe it or not, it's Wembanyama leading the way. Wembanyama by a pretty large margin, over 70 grand, and then Jordan, and then Giannis. First, let's talk about the 2013 Select Gold Giannis. The next best thing behind the Prism, obviously, is Select, at least in 2013 for Giannis. Gold standard RPAs are nice and all that, and we saw some really big ones in the Fanatics October premiere auction that I recapped last Friday. But after Prism, you kind of turned to Select because Optic wasn't around yet. 2013 Select Golds were also, like the Prism, serial number to 10, and this Panini Select Gold Prism number 178. This is his base. Of course, he's got a rookie selections, I think is what it's called, or something like that, draft selections or something. But this is his actual base, gold. So this is the real deal. This is the big boy. This is a PSA 10, and it is a Pop 2, and it sold last night for $25,200. That is, it was a tough one to look up since it's a Pop 2. The last BGS 9.5 sold for $13,000. But look at this, back in 2021, that serial number to 9, BGS 9.5, sold for $33,000. So a BGS 9.5 outsold last night's PSA 10 by $8,000 back in 2021. That sort of gives you an idea of just how bad a hit that the PSA 10 has taken. And if you want to really put it in perspective, that was $696. This is the other. Remember, we said it's a Pop 2. This is the other gold PSA 10 because it's a different cert number ending in 851. It sold for $58,000 in 2021. Last night, $25,000. So less than half the value. Giannis cards are taking a beating. The Bucks honestly look like crap right now. I'm really worried about that team. I'm not worried about Giannis. I'm just worried about that team. They've made some really poor personnel decisions, really poor personnel decisions on who they want to hang their hat on and who they want to give contracts to, and it's just not turning out well. Next to that, we've got a Jordan BGS 9.5. It is a mixed gem, but the good news is it has a 10 for centering. So if you're going to have a mixed gem, you want to have the 10 on the centering because, again, that's the most important subgrade when you're talking about 1986 Fleer cards. This one does $33,600, and we do this every week. We look at a Jordan BGS 9.5, and it's chaos. And it's like, how could one card be worth twice as much as the other? And it just comes down to subgrades. There's no other way to explain it. It's just simple. 33.6 is not a surprise for a mixed gem. This is about what was expected. It's hard to make any sense out of it. You can look at the card and say it's down 6%, over the last 2 years, or you could say one sold for $96,000 and one sold for $25,000. So that is literally 4x from one grade to another. It's just utter chaos. There's really no rhyme or reason. I don't even know why we look at the charts. I just like using the term fat guy on a treadmill. Doing an EKG, so that's what it is. And then here we go. This is another Victor Wembanyama. Apparently this one-of-one patch auto is more important than the superfractor that we just saw because it sold for $108,000. And this is the Topps of Mercury Victor Wembanyama RPA. One-of-one. Again, it is unlicensed. The ball is covering where it would be a Spurs jersey, but it's not. And it's got the Air Jordan logo in the background. Cool card, I guess, if you're into this thing. Not graded. This is raw. This is encased, and this is how the card came in those Mercury cases. I think there was 3 big hits in those boxes. 8 cards, 5 were okay, and then there was 3 big hits or whatever you want to call them, or 3 chances. I don't know. I watched a box be opened. It was pretty cool, to be honest with you. But again, the whole time I'm thinking, God, these are unlicensed. I hate this. I don't want to be part of this. Nobody telling anybody. But I was trying to help out a local card shop owner and a friend of mine. And so I bought into 1/3 of one spot just to help get the break broken. That night. You know what I mean? But this one does $108,000. There's been 4 Victor Wembanyama cards that have broken the 6-figure mark. This is one of those cards. There you go. There's the $500,000 PSA 9 black. There is the $150,000 Victor Wembanyama Gold, serial number to 10, BGS 9.5. There is the Green Shimmer first off the line, serial numbered 1 out of 5. That is a rookie number for that Green Shimmer that did $113,000. And then there is last night's card, the encased Mercury RPA, 1/1 that did $108,000. So nothing to compare there. All you can do is sit back and clap your hands and say, congrats, Victor Wembanyama. Your rookie card sold for $75,000 more than the greatest pro team sports athlete of all time in gem mint condition. So $108,000, huge sale last night for Victor. Let's recap our top 10. Victor Wembanyama, Michael Jordan, Giannis, LeBron, Jordan, Wembanyama, Jordan, is that 10? No, did I keep going? Sorry. Jordan again, and then Jokic sneaking in the top 10. So there you go, guys. That is Fanatics Weekly Auction number 145. Again, thanks to all those who helped me hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. Hopefully it's just the beginning, and it's just a speed bump on my way to 100,000. That would be pie in the sky, and that's kind of a goal. I'd love to do this full-time one day as an old man if I can still get the words out. And then, again, Card Ladder. I want to remind you guys, go check out this Card Ladder subscription. There is a hell of a lot more to it than just looking up prices of cards. They have these things called indexes. Yes, indexes, where you can really dive into the macroeconomics and make some really educated decisions on when to buy, when to sell, and you can look at the historical history of these indexes and look at the constituent, component parts that comprise these indexes and really, make some real educated decisions and learn more about your craft and perfect how you move in and out of cards in the hobby as an investor or a collector. A data pricing tool is invaluable, and honestly, you have to have one. It is indispensable, and Card Ladder is the one that I chose. Use the promo code Cajun if you buy a subscription so they know that Big Mouth Cajun down here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana sent you. The fine folks at Card Ladder are great at customer service as well. That is another thing that is very important. So if you have questions, you can obviously message me and I'll try to put you in touch. But they have a really good customer service as well. And of course, they were acquired by PSA or by collectors, and so they're part of the collectors family. And by the way, I don't talk about this much because it's really kind of fruitless at this point, but I do have an affiliate partnership with PSA. That is where I grade all of my cards. If you are submitting to PSA for the first time ever, you can use the promo code Cajun25 at the end of Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, Cajun25 to get $25 off your grading order if you're submitting to PSA for the first time. I'm not sure who out there is submitting to PSA for the first time, but if you want to save 25 bucks, tell them the Cajun Cardboard sent you. Cajun25 promo code at the checkout line and enjoy your discount. Thank you guys again for watching. This comes out on a Monday. You're going to get these every Monday morning. As always, I am hoping that you guys are off to a great week. Once again, I'm going all natural. No steroids, no anabolic steroids, and no energy drinks. I did not drink an energy drink today, and I have been off energy drinks for a couple of days, and so I am very proud of myself, yet I am still, I'm still finding the energy needed to get through these videos with a little bit of excitement and emotion to hopefully get your week started on the right step. I hope you guys have a great week in and out of the hobby. Give a kiss and a hug to those that you love, and enjoy your time in the hobby this week. It's going to be a great week, man. If that's not enough optimism for you guys, I don't know what is. We're going to have an awesome week in and out of the hobby. I know I am. Back to basics. Go vote. By the time this comes out, it should be right about time for you to vote. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.